Welcome back, everyone, to the Call of Duty Championship presented by Xbox. Golden Boy here, solo casting the action between Real AllStars and Vexx Revenge. Real AllStars ended up winning that second half, but not the series, as they ended up losing by 5 points to Vexx Revenge. Now we're going to be moving on to Freight, Search and Destroy, where, of course, the action is going to get hot and heavy, so I hope you guys are ready to go. As the teams are going to be joining the game, we're ready to go at this point. S&D Freight, looking forward to seeing what Vexx Revenge and, most importantly, Demon can do here. On the other side, though, you know, I feel like Daredevil. I feel like he's going to probably come out here for the squad. I wanted to make sure because Daredevil, you know, he's a veteran as well, and if I'm correct, Daredevil participated in both XP and Call of Duty Championships 2013. So this is his third year showing up to $1 million tournament. Hopefully, you know, third time's a charm. We'll see what happens. They have to win this series. If Real AllStars do not win this series against Vexx Revenge, well, let's just paint the picture for you guys. We could potentially get a three-way tie at second place if Orbit loses to Complexity, which means that we're going to have to decide how the tiebreakers work. And it seems like there was a slight issue with the Search and Destroy game, so we're going to wait and see what happens with that one. Now, of course, I'm eagerly anticipating what's going to happen here in this matchup. Players that I'm specifically going to be looking out for is Demon on the Vexx Revenge side, and then, like I said before, Daredevil for the Real AllStars. Let's see what they're going to be able to do here, what they can bring to the table for each team. Going up by 2 in this one, that Game 2 swing is going to be so critical. If Real AllStars are able to force a Game 3 with a 1-1, honestly, that's going to be a pretty good look for them. So we're going to go ahead and wait and see if the players are going to be starting things up here any second now. And Benson's lingering on the side there, so hopefully he joins me in a little bit. But with that said, though, and there he is, never mind. He's just going to come in here. Why not? Just put your headset on. You're a pain in the neck. Just do it. Do you want to go? You want to rumble, Holmes? Let's go. All right, so we're waiting for the matchup to begin here. Real AllStars down 0-1. And how you doing?
I'm sorry I'm late. I
It's
love
okay.
you.
No, you abandoned me.
I was casting up there. It was an epic game. Did you hear about it?
Yeah, I heard phase 1. Barely. SK's out, right?
Yes, but what's even more interesting is the game that's going on right now over there as well. If Envy win, excuse me, 3-way tie.
Yeah. And here's another crazy part. I was just talking about it right now. If Real AllStars win this game,
right,
3-way tie for second place.
Get out.
Yeah. Well, if Orbit loses to Complexity.
Break it down to me.
Basically, what we have right now, a score is 1-0. Real AllStars are down in the series.
Right.
So Vexx Revenge looking very good here. If they win this one 2-1 for their score total, they move on to bracket play with Complexity. Okay. Complexity right now is 2-0. If they beat Orbit, they go up 3-0, and that would put 2 losses for Real AllStars and 2 losses for Real AllStars and 2 losses for Orbit. But here's the thing: if Vexx Revenge loses, then it's going to be 2 losses there too.
Damn.
I'm sweating a little bit thinking about it. It's pretty intense. So that's what I'm saying. It's like
you've been enjoying that game for a while and nothing's happened.
Yeah, it seems like we had a stop on this Search and Destroy matchup. So cool. I see you're still dying.
It's a bet.
You're okay.
I'm just the reason I left for so long, okay, was because I recognized if I died, you're not going to give me mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. So I should really be with other people who are willing to do that, just in case I do die.
That's a good strategy. That's a good strategy.
Just saying, you know, it's logical, right? Play the maths.
Yeah, play them.
Oh, you so nearly said it. So nearly said it. By the end of this
math.
weekend, you're going to say maths.
Maybe not. All right, so I think we'll go to a quick break. When we come back, I'm going to bring Ben up to speed on everything that's going on, and then we will have the continuation of this series between Real AllStars and Vexx Revenge. Real AllStars or Vexx Revenge are currently going to be up 1-0 in the series. Let's see how Search and Destroy Freight plays out for them, and we'll be right back. We're going to throw it over to the Alpha stream, so enjoy some action over there.
I enjoyed watching Nameless that first half, but he can't do it alone.
Nah, man, he was trying. He was the lead slayer at 12-7. Finished not a whole lot more positive after that. Rambo knows, guys, we messed up. We got to step it up in this second half. What is the captain going to do? The game is ready, and we are getting on to Octane. Once again, 5 more minutes. what is going to happen as we're kicking this one off. Wiz, who's your player to watch?
I actually want to watch. I want to watch Merc. So I always have an interest at the start of a second half of watching actually the player that kind of underperformed in the first half, and it allows you the opportunity to see if they're going to come back and bounce back. We often talk about the X factor being the person that's really dominating. I often think of the X factor as maybe somebody that's playing weaker for the team, especially in this championship where there is no room for error. So I'd like to jump on board with Merc and see if he can turn it around. Merc is when he does well, really does get you pumped up, but if he's not doing well, you can't look to him as somebody to change your morale, because he kind of beats up on himself as he starts underperforming. So he's got to turn around. If he starts stepping up, him and Nameless will feed off each other. That allows kind of Study to get involved, and then even Ray starts getting pumped up.
Look what Merc's pulling out here, man.
Let's see it.
He's got the Big Daddy Remington, Nameless also with the thermal scope. I'm looking at Rambo. Does he have that smoke class? We'll see what he does off the start, because if he gets that smoke down, Nameless should be able to clear house in the middle.
And Ray just lacing him up, man. He's in a hurry trying to get over there. I imagine that Ray's going to continue to be the annoyance behind enemy lines, so he quickly is moving towards A. If he can at least get him on A, draw some attention back, this will allow the rest of the Envy squad to move in and grab B.
And that's his game plan. Merc has called out this player, top motel, Rambo hunting him. Cannot find the kill, and you know, you got to wonder, was that play worth it? Nameless, meanwhile, has slayed his way into the middle of the map. Merc, still top broken, is now going to have to drop down and help out from behind the Humvee.
Merc he's waiting for somebody to get in here. I mean, he's going to cover it from a defensive side of things. He's also going to be beneficial if they can get in there. I mean, Nameless is only a couple seconds from grabbing B. They're going to have to give another crack at it here in a second.
Yeah, so talk to me a little bit about B strategy, Fliz, because I know you've been playing quite a bit recently, and your squad has you guys been learning from these pros.
Yeah, we play a lot, no doubt about it. I mean, look, Domination B is the name of the game. It is incredibly difficult to secure it here on this map. There's a lot of places you can knock players off. You can get grenades, spots right into the top of the crate to fall in on it. So ultimately, we just saw Envy lose it to Tech here to pick it up. And you got to get players knocked down. A very basic principle of Domination is knocking the opponent down, using that respawn time to cap. And really, if they can get a push and a couple people down, that allows them the opportunity to jump on it, and always jump on it together. I mean, that's a golden rule. You really don't ever want to cap solo dolo.
Doesn't really work out unless your teammates are crushing everything. Merc starting so strong that he ran out of ammo, looking for that Remington ammo. Here he will, finds a new gun. Different sight, switches over to that red dot, and we'll see what he can do with it. Whoa. Headshot again. I've been watching him, Fwiz. His last 4 kills have all been headshots.
Yeah, he's an absolute monster. That's why.
He's just going for the brain.
I mean, look, this is what we were talking about. We were like, is Merc actually going to step it up in the second half?
How about 7-1?
Yeah, 7-1. Just finally dies for the first time after going 7-0. So he's turned it up a lot here going into the second half.
Meanwhile, on the other side, Realize continues to slay well. Let's jump on board with TEC. Remember, guys, this team has a 19-point advantage entering this second half, 40-27 as well inside 2. And man, a 30-second deficit, if not more, here for Envy. How do you make the comeback, Fwiz?
Oh, I mean, you got to hustle now, because again, you let up 19 points in the first half. You're looking at another deficit here in the second half. I mean, like, if you don't get it going right now, Merc is 10-1. I mean, he's contributing big time for his squad in the second half. They've got to get it going. I mean, 20 points down on the second half. They're 19 points down on the first half. You have 2 minutes left. I mean, there's plenty of time, but like it's now or never.
All right, 2 players back on C. That contester was eliminated. So Envy now with B and C control. Rambo trying to put the pressure on A, and there is a domination of Realize in the up-close personal battle. Big win by Rambo. That's going to force players to back up. Meanwhile, Nameless trying to take advantage of middle map control, trying to push up with Merc and Study behind him.
Nameless he's just avoiding grenades coming in left and right, trying to make sure he doesn't get taken out of this power position. This behind the Humvee is a really good look into B, so without a doubt, players trying to come in here and take that spot, and Nameless protecting it so he can hopefully hold down this B cap, which they need to do. They cannot lose this B cap at all.
Yeah, but if you only have 2 flags at this point, you're down to the last minute, 10 seconds.
Yeah, they need that 3 cap.
That's only 12 points, man. You need a lot more. You need to neutralize A. Rambo knows that's going to be his job, but also you got to keep in mind, if you're Envy, they can't get to your base. You got to win your defensive battles. That one was just lost as Robs is now going to neutralize C.
And Tech had a good
All right, everyone, and welcome back to the Call of Duty Championships presented by Xbox. This is the Bravo stream. I'm Golden Boy. This clown over here is Benson.
Oh, wow.
Wait,
because I'm ginger, right? Because I'm
Not
ginger.
at all. Not at all.
I'm a clown because I'm
I
ginger.
did not say that. That was words.
That's what was implied, though.
Those are words that were put in my mouth. I don't appreciate it. Anyway, so looking here. 1-0 in favor of Vexx Revenge,
Right.
as they are looking poised for victory here. Going into Search and Destroy, though, I got to ask you, you have to be – I know you're familiar a little bit with this real all-star squad.
Yep.
And, guys like Bissell, for example, or Bissaru here, as he has.
I love it.
But, I guess share with us a little bit about the insider knowledge you have with these guys.
So Black, for a very long time, was considered to be one of the best players in Europe. He really was. He's a fantastic AR. Bizzle, I mean, everyone knows Bizzle. He's sensational. Daredevil and Torres here last year had a pretty decent placement. But for me, this Search and Destroy, they're not going to win. I casted the Canadian qualifier with Puckett, and I can tell you right now, it's just not going to end well for them.
Really?
The Canadians too good at Search and Destroy.
Yeah. So you think that it's just Revenge is just
honest to God, they are such a good Search and Destroy team. Everything is just locked down. For me, you're really gonna have to wait till Blitz to really see maybe Torres and Black really start to slay. Daredevil, he's gonna be your objective mastermind in that game type, and then from there, hopefully they can get momentum. But this Search and Destroy being a map down, I'd be very, very surprised if Vexx Revenge didn't take it.
I pointed out that one of my players to watch would probably be Daredevil.
Right, yeah. He's
you
a
know,
very talented player. He's
Yeah.
the objective-based guru. He's kind of like the replays. He can catch fire and get a lot of kills, but at the same time, you're more likely going to see him, doing the dirty
Of course.
work. Doing that horrible role that not a lot of players really appreciate.
Yeah, but
someone
needs
has
to happen.
It has to
Needs to
happen,
be
right?
done.
Every team needs that guy.
Yeah, you need the glue. Period.
Exactly
You need
that.
the glue.
Daredevil is the glue of the team.
All right, so looking at here at what we have on the attacking side, got to go to the Canadian squad, Vexx Revenge, as Mech and Illskill are going to be pushing down at the bottom here, bottom tunnel. I like this rush. Taking a look at the broadcaster mode, and you have actually one player around the side. That was actually going to be Demon, who gets picked off there by Torres. And now Mech and Illskill pushed up together. Two players are going to be pushed up in the mid, and they're waiting to see. Let's actually see who that is, because they probably saw him move. I mean, I would be surprised if they didn't at this point. Illskill is going to get a grenade. Bissell putting down shots, able to find one, turning around the side. That's going to be Black moving in, but he gets taken out. Bissell's now by himself. One guy, bottom white. Bissell having to come around the side here and see if he can catch someone off guard.
Yeah, smart heads-up play, trying to get around the Canadians to the best way he possibly can, but you can see in Oracle mode, if he steps out and doesn't look to his left, that's why you check your corners, Bizzle. You went for the knife.
Yeah.
Slumber punishes 2-0 Vexx.
And Vexx Revenge looking good, Benson. Looking good. Man, what a day we've had today.
Honest to God, I'll be completely honest. I was a little bit worried last night. I know I expressed this to you. I was saying how today's games, I don't really think they're going to be as intense as potentially Saturdays and Sundays. That kind of went straight out of the window. I'm not even going to lie. Everyone here is proving why they deserve to be here. A lot of people are like, oh, well, some regions don't deserve their spots. That's not true. Everyone here is proving exactly why they deserve to be here. We've seen some upsets. We've seen some crazy results. And what's even better, Golden Boys, the day is nowhere near being over. I'm so excited. I mean, it's 4:15. Yeah. We have so many more games.
We have at least 3 more matches to go here on Bravo.
We got so many more. I'm gonna work that out.
No, we have 3. We have 3.
No, don't ruin it for me.
I'm 100% positive.
No, we don't. We have so many more.
You and me have 2. We have Complexity Orbit after
Why
this.
would you ruin it for me?
I'm just telling you, buddy.
Well,
I'm just telling you.
I was trying to, get excited, and then you do that.
But we have a lot of games. I mean, 3 games. That's a solid, couple hours of competitive Call of Duty.
It's actually 4 games, I would like to point out.
We're counting this one.
You got, yeah.
Okay.
So you said 3.
3 because this one's in action right now. Anyway,
no tears, any dreams.
Ben, I am going to hurt you. So now, and by the way, just so you guys are aware, me and Ben, we're cool. Okay, I was on Reddit. I was on Reddit for a little bit on CoD Competitive, and I was looking around and I was like, hey, what are people talking about because of all the crazy upsets, right? And I was looking, and people were like, I wonder if Ben and Golden Boy hate each other.
Oh no,
like,
we love each other.
No,
we actually.
on the contrary, we're like really close friends.
Yeah.
So it's just like that's what you do with your bro, Yeah. But in any case, so back to the action. Daredevil going up against Illskill 1v1. Daredevil has the bomb in front of him, and not a lot of time to work with here. Illskill though is going to just stay still and not really do much because there wasn't much he needed to do. As Vexx Revenge are going to go up 3-0. Daredevil did the best he could in that situation, but just did not have enough time.
Yep, looking very good for the Canadians. Slumber 4-1.
Slumber's a beast.
The thing I remember, I'm not gonna lie, was Mech and Illskill from the Canadian qualifier. Those two players were those that stood out the most to me.
Okay.
They went just ham sandwich all up in there. It was some of the stuff I saw them do was disgusting. Is that actually Illskill was kind of like, "Hey, Demon, you're in my way, bro. I'm trying to kill Daredevil." So
yeah,
bit of a trade there.
Yeah. Demon is gonna get taken out. Mech is gonna get a pick there. They're on Bissell and Slumber. It's like I don't know what he ate this morning, but it had to have been something that gave him magical Call of Duty powers, because he is just, it's so...
Cheesy puffs.
It's very... Cheesy poofs, maybe. It's very hard for him to miss his shot. I'm very surprised if he ever does.
Well,
very surprised.
Torres, 1 versus 2 against an Illskill who's 4-1 and a Slumber who's 5-1.
Yep,
so,
and Torres, though, is going to find Illskill. So, Ben, that's going to make it into a 1v1.
Well, Torres is 5-3, to be fair to him. He has a
Yeah.
decent chance here, but he has to go for the defuse, and that's what is really putting him in a bad position, because you can see Slumber, he is ready and waiting. I think he just heard that, so he may peek. Torres actually trying to bait out the fake. Slumber, I'm 90% sure, I actually just saw him. There's a kill coming in from Slumber. 4-0. I hate to say it, but I did call this.
No, you did. You said that their search and destroy game is very weak, and
it's not,
or not that it's very weak. It's that Vexx's search and destroy game, Vexx
yeah.
Revenge's game is very good.
It's very, very good. Like,
and I don't disagree with you. This is where they caught Orbit off guard. And when I talked to some of the guys over in Revenge, they were like, you know, we kind of do it to ourselves where the game is like so ridiculously close.
Right.
Because they have the potential to close them out, you know.
Okay.
They were like, we got to stop doing that, you know. So they were like,
we should probably not do that, actually.
We got to stop making it a game and just making you guys think that the other team's going to win because we're going to win. And that's just – but no, they didn't say that. But it's just Vexx Revenge, obviously very confident in their search and destroy game, as they should be, because they've been showing prowess all weekend long. And look at Slumber waiting, but he's not going to have that reaction time to be able to clip him at that range with that little crack remaining. Now Demon's going to be able to find one, but Black is going to be there for that pick. We're going to leave Slumber for right now and see what's up with Illskill and Mech. But Torres taking out Mech, and now this could prompt Slumber to push up. But it seems like Illskill is going to cue him on when someone's going to be moving forward, and then Slumber will be there for the stop. Finding one player on the right side made that call out happen, so look for Slumber to begin moving on the right side, which is exactly what occurred, and Illskill is going to continue to push out because they're anticipating that be pushed.
This is what makes them such a good search and destroy team, right? You had Illskill sat in that corner just waiting.
Yeah.
Just waiting to give the call out. They trusted each other that much that Slumber now rotate.
Look at this angle.
He should pick up this kill every single day of the week here.
Yeah, that's Cookie.
Oh, no, he doesn't! DD, Daredevil, out of nowhere. How you doing, buddy?
That was 2 kills at the same exact time, which is
cool.
even better. So here's Daredevil on your screen. He identified him just so closely. Just saw his arm as he crept around the corner, and he picked him off. That was going to be a big win there for real All-Stars, which is surprising considering that you said their S&D game is not weak.
Yeah,
not
it's
that
only
good.
1 round, dude.
And no, but the way that they played it, they executed that very well.
Well, that's the thing. You look at this team. This isn't an actual team.
You're terrible.
Well, no. I mean, it isn't an actual team, if that makes sense. It was a pickup team which was made just for CoD champs. It's not like this team has been around for a very long time. So when it comes to team chemistry, it's not going to be fully there, which is why individual moments of brilliance is what you really have to look for from that team. That's why that last play was pretty impressive, because the way that they pinced in on that bomb site, securing everything, looked really good. Hopefully now that could be, you know, a bit of a... Uh-oh, Slumber. Hello. Slumber. Don't get turned on. Good, Slumber.
That would have been dangerous.
Saw Proof get turned on earlier on. Wasn't good.
Yeah. Illskill's going to be there for the pick on Daredevil. Now it's going to be a 2v2. Bissell and Torres left alive here. Going up again, like I said before, against Slumber and Illskill. Slumber 7-2, Torres 7-4. Both players having incredible games. Bissell, though, this could be an opportunity for him to shine, but he is going to find a player at the corner of his eye. He's going to opt to run away from that one. A smart move there from him, but Torres is going to get picked off. That was going to be Slumber with the stop with that MTAR. Looking on the left side, he's going to creep around and not going to make anything happen, as Illskill is going to be there for the pick.
Yeah, Illskill actually caught sight of him, I think, when he peeked around the corner. We'll see. Yeah, there you go. You saw him, see him there, and he was just waiting. Bissell had no idea whatsoever, and that's going to be 5-1 now in favor of the Canadians. And just to clarify, because I'm pretty sure this is what you said, if the Canadians were to win this, they guaranteed.
Yes, they are guaranteed to go
and
to
that
bracket
would
play.
guarantee Bissell and Co. They'd be out, right?
Yeah, they would be out 100%.
Okay.
If they win this game, then they would be 1-2. Revenge would be 1-2. And then if Orbit loses to Complexity, they too will be 1-2.
Well, Cole should definitely be Orbit.
Yeah,
So either way, will it not be a two-way tie? Actually, no. Yeah,
It would be a 3-way tie for second.
But if Vexx win this
Yeah.
and then Orbit beat Cole, is that not still a tie?
Actually, yes. If Orbit beat Cole, so it will still be a tie. Yeah.
Just curveballing, keeping you on your toes, bro.
Yeah, that would be. You're right. It would be 2-1. Vexx and Cole.
Vexx, Cole, and everyone.
Orbit, they beat Real. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be 2-1.
So yeah, it would be. Holy
See,
goodness.
curveball.
Curveball.
I don't really expect Cole to lose that though.
That will you'll be hard pressed for me to disagree with you on that one, Ben. I think they have this, but in any case, so back to the action. Illskill
I
finding
love that
Torres.
position, by the way.
Yeah, it was a great spot.
It's a really good spot. You saw him use it last round as well. Just so sneaky, so very good. And now they're just one round away from picking up Search and Freight.
Yeah, and I think another thing you got to point out here too is just, you know, I love watching Vexx Revenge play. Like when I go back out and watch S&D, I'm gonna watch this team play because the way they just break down the other team, it really is something to marvel. And the bomb is gonna go down. Illskill is gonna be making his way right now, and he just saw him. He saw him run away from that. He's like, all right, I have a play. What am I gonna do? And he is no.
He's dead. He's dead.
No, he's not dead.
Dead,
He's going to check.
Yeah,
He's going to
dead.
check.
He's
He's going to check. Oh, and he runs away.
What?
He does manage to live. And he's going to go right to green. Oh, right through Owens. That is just so frustrating. But you know that he's going to come around for that challenge again. Going back for it. He's trying to go for the wall back. He doesn't
Bizzles
know
ran
he's
away.
there.
He pre-fired
thought
the
he was
bomb.
there because he sent the grenade and he got the defuse. And Illskill managed to survive on that one. And Vexx Revenge will take game number 2 with a score of 6-1. That was
a ballsy
crazy.
defuse.
Well, yeah.
Ballsy.
Think about it. He tossed a grenade,
Pre-fired the bomb as well.
pre-fired the bomb, and it just wasn't at the correct spot. I mean, like, I don't blame him.
No, you can't. He did technically the smart thing.
He did 2 very smart plays.
And it just was very unfortunate
It's just
that he didn't get hit mark.
It's just that Call of Duty positioning and timing.
Gotta feel sorry for him.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right, guys, we're gonna be right back. Next up's gonna be Blitz. If Vexx Revenge win this one, they will win the series 3-0, and they will be guaranteed a chance to go to the bracket play, at least in theory. In theory,
No,
right?
they will.
If Orbit loses to Cole, okay. But and I'm not counting anything out yet. Today's been ridiculous.
Pessimist.
Today's been ridiculous.
Yes.
So, if that's ever going to be right back, Blitz, you're not going to want to miss this one. I'm Golden Boy. This is Benson. We love you, and we'll see you.